Yo, what's good? Everyday Superpower signing in. I don't know how much memory I've got right now, so this might be a brief one to be honest. But I'm going to talk about when women say, "Oh, he makes me laugh," and when the advice you get off of people anywhere is, "Oh, if you want to get a girl, you need to make her laugh," and so on and so forth. And you think, "Well, I'm not even funny. I'm not even funny. I can't crack jokes. I'm not as funny as the next man. My mate always makes girls laugh, but I can't," and so on and so forth, right? You have to understand that evolutionarily speaking, if we were to look at the primitive apes and so forth, generally across the board, at least especially with the chimpanzees, smiling and laughing is a submissive gesture, okay? When you go and speak to your boss at work, you are more prone to smiling and laughing than your boss is. And when he goes and speaks to his boss, he's more prone to smiling because it's a means of appeasing the other. Okay? It shows that you don't mean harm. You are accentuating the fact you aren't unhappy and miserable with that individual. Okay? Your boss comes to you and tells you a joke that isn't even funny. It's not in your best interest to sort of look at him like he's a weirdo, because he might fire you, right? You don't step on his toes. So you see how just by that brief example, the act of smiling and laughing lubricates social interactions and ensures that you don't irritate the people you shouldn't be irritating. So when a woman says, "Oh, he's so funny, he makes me laugh so much," what she means in a way is that she is submissive to that man because he makes her laugh. And look at the words that are used. He makes her laugh, right? I mean, he doesn't force her violently to laugh. That wouldn't work, would it? But regardless, he still is able to make her laugh. And you know what? He does it just by being himself because she is interested in him. And she puts him on a pedestal and she is attracted to him. So by default, as a woman, as a feminine spirit, she submits to the masculine. Right? Now the guy might be cheesing and grinning and, you know what I mean, have a great set of teeth on him and lets him shine and lets him glow. But generally speaking, he's still probably not laughing and smiling as much as the woman. He's playing the role of boss in this position. He's playing the role of dominant. There's dominant and there's submissive. There's the feminine and there's the masculine. Okay? Let's have a look at how dominatrix women who are into the BDSM community and play this role of the dominant woman who make men submit. You don't see them smiling. They've always got a stern face on them. You see where I'm coming from? And then when they start to smile and laugh at the submissive man, you don't think that's going to detract some value of the role they're playing? Or maybe it's genuine, you know? But you don't think that's going to subtract the dominant value? So, I mean, you could go on a date and just have a stone face full stop. But as long as your conversation and your attention and your communication is riveting, hey, it might bloody work, right? As you look up and up and up, you'll start to see less and less smiles up the hierarchy of these powerful men. When communicating with themselves, yeah, maybe, but when like speaking and doing presentations and so on and so forth, it gets real very fast. So you are not in a bad position to be in that role if you are sitting across a table with a beautiful woman and she's smiling and laughing and you're thinking to yourself, this is going well. You don't even question the fact that she's laughing at things that like are really funny, because her laughing is genuine, her smiling is genuine. So you have to just think whatever I'm doing is obviously definitely funny. So it essentially has a feedback loop, so you start to feel more confident and you feed into it. and your energy heightens and you emphasize and push yourself further into the dominant space because you now have control of the situation and you're not, asking her to laugh. You're not trying for her to laugh. What you're doing is making her laugh. He makes me laugh. Okay? It could be seen as inappropriate if a woman says, he made me do this, he makes me do that. But oddly enough, when you make her laugh and you made her laugh, people don't question that. It's a control thing. You control the narrative. And people say if you can make a girl laugh, you can take her to bed. Women love a guy who makes her laugh. It is completely irrelevant to being a clown or a jester or a comedian. You don't have to be any of them. You just have... It's bizarre, right? I hate to use the just be yourself thing, but in this case it works. If you just be yourself and you create a brilliant energy between you both and you engage really well and she starts smiling and laughing without you even really having to try, it's just the way the conversation goes, then it's self-explanatory that she could very well be into you, right? Because she is putting herself within that submissive role. When we smile, well, first and foremost, let me say, when we genuinely smile. I'm not on about some crooked, weird, half face, no activation of the eyes smile, right? I've done videos on this. You need to check out my smiling videos to ensure you are clued up on what a real one is and what isn't, alright? Because we're talking proper smiles here, alright? When you smile, both sides of the lips raise, they elevate up the face. It's gravity defying. For the most part, everything that defies gravity in body language is energetic and positive, as opposed to the sulking downwards frown, which just weighs itself to the floor. So by default, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. That was a brief discussion on, oh, he makes me laugh so much.